So what I want to talk about today is my computer, the pre-built that I bought, the Alienware Aurora R7. It crashed on me. Not crashed in a sense, but it just got really slow. So I had to troubleshoot the crap out of it, and it was a pain in the A, and it was really bad. You know, it was, my computer was fast since I got it, and then all of a sudden it just started slowing down like really bad. It was like snail pace, and I didn't know what was wrong with it. I thought it was hardware issues, so what I ended up doing was like taking it all apart and re-putting it back together, making sure all the connections were working. And then that didn't seem to work, so I thought it was gonna be software problems. And so I went on to the forums, and there was all these problems I was dealing with, and it was just really complicated, really hard. And I just came to realize that, like, I forgot about PCs and how finicky they can be, especially when you don't build it yourself. And so that's my fault, but I got a really good deal on my PC. So it was kind of a trade-off. But what ended up happening was I had to go and fix a lot of things that was happening inside the guts of the computer. So what was happening was that Alienware, I guess it's like the monitoring system where it like adjusts the fans and the colors and RGB stuff. All that stuff wasn't working properly, and so what ended up happening was the fans inside the computer wasn't operating as they're supposed to be, and so I was getting a lot of CPU overheating. So then that in turn slowed down my computer quite a bit. Windows wasn't acting properly. It was like so jacked at Windows. Like, I don't know how that happened, because the only thing I do on my computer is like go and play video games. That's it. I play PC games on it and then stream off of it, and that's pretty much all I do. Just Windows being really crappy. That's what it came down to. It was just like misplacing files in the wrong directories, like updating wrong, and then just putting packets in places where it wasn't supposed to be. So it was just really cumbersome process that I had to go through. I literally had to wipe everything off of it. I had to do a clean install. That went through, but then there was some stuff that was still left on it that wasn't making it operate correctly, and it was such a pain. And I keep forgetting that, you know, PCs have these problems. I mean, I'm sure Mac does too, but I've never experienced it in like the 15 years I've been a Mac owner. Never had a problem. So that was like all new to me. That's like crazy new. I didn't know that I had to do all that stuff. And I'm probably like the 1% of Windows users that this happens to, but there was like enough information on the forums that I was able to like troubleshoot myself. And so it got to the point where I had to like open up command prompt and put codes in, and then like delete files, and it was just really cumbersome. The task manager wasn't opening up, updates weren't even being able to update to the computer. Programs were just running in the background constantly. It was really insane. Troubleshoot each one, and it wasn't like it was a simple task where you could just go through and just like hit a few buttons and let it get cleaned up. But I did it all, and I got it back working again. So my PC's back up and running. And one of the best benefits about it is that it's running super fast now, because I got rid of all the bloatware, everything off of it. So instead of having like the proprietary Alienware monitoring system for the fans, I read on one of the forums you're supposed to use the MSI Afterburner. I put that on there. It works great. Haven't had an issue with any of the CPU overheating. It used to take a bit for it to load up in the beginning, like, you know, not a long time, but it was like, you know, a couple seconds that you were noticeable, like, oh, when is this gonna turn on? And I'm not saying like it's like really bad where I was sitting there for like a couple of minutes before my PC turned on. No, it was just like, you know, 10 seconds, and it was just felt really slow. Now it just turns on like lickety split. It was like, you know, 5 seconds and it's on, and that to me just doesn't seem like a long time. It's just, you know, it's just a lot better. So overall, it was a good learning experience to be able to like troubleshoot it. But man, it's just one of the things that I just don't like about Windows. But I'm able to like, lucky I was somewhat savvy enough to be able to fix all of it. Just pumping out the jams on my computer. Now that it's all fixed, my baby's all back in order again. But if you had any problems like that before, just let me know in the comment section. Comment section, and tell me, you know, what did you do to get it fixed. I kind of just lately covered all of this stuff because when I was in the trenches of trying to get it fixed, it was so upsetting and so long to figure it out, because you just have to read forums after forums and try everything they say, and somehow it just ended up like working right. Now everything's repaired, knock on wood. Would I want to go through it again? No, absolutely not. And if it goes through again, oh, it's gonna be such a downer. I don't know what I would do. If you like what you saw, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to talk to me and ask me how my emotional state is after fixing my computer, you can leave a comment or whatever you want to do. I'm cool with it. But this is your video blog. Peace.